All right, so you just shot your doe or your deer, and now you gotta track it. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We just shot a doe. Now she was quartered to us. It was a good shot, good clean shot, and we got a good sign of blood right on the leaf here. If you'll take a look, we got a good sign. We saw which way it went, but we don't have the arrow. It did have a really good entry though, and yeah, we're hoping to track this, guys. So we got a good stream of blood here. Let's get on the trail. Definitely good blood and good hair going right down here on the leaf down there. We got a good pile of blood there as we kind of follow the trail. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Probably about 50 yards from the shot. With that, we made a great shot today. Good sized doe here, for sure. Now we are gonna show you guys exactly how to gut up one of these. All right, so here's the doe, you guys. Great looking doe. Now some of you may be wondering why would you shoot a doe? Well, in our area, there's a huge overpopulation of deer in general. What these does are doing, and all these does in the area, and all the deer in the area, they're obviously gonna eat. Now we shot this girl because we don't want there to be an overpopulation in deer with a lacking amount of food. That's what the bottom line is. They go out in the fields and just demolish all the corn in the area. And for there to be that much of a population, one, we love to eat deer, so this is a great source of food for us. And two, we're gonna be sort of limiting the population, allowing little bigger deer in the area. So again, it is early season, as you guys can kind of tell. We're in Michigan, so there's still a lot of leaves on the trees, still pre-rut, and yeah, the deer aren't quite moving yet. It's sort of the first couple cold weeks here in Michigan. Yeah, beautiful deer here. Now we're gonna show you guys how to cut it up. Okay, so today what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you the 6 steps to gutting a deer. All right, so putting these gloves on, you're gonna be elbow deep, so we figure with all the diseases that are going around with some deer and things like that, it's nice to just have the coverage all the way up to your arms. And then we put the white gloves on and have it a little tighter around your hands. It does make it a little more difficult to feel what you're doing, but it's not bad at all. So on to step number 1. What we're doing here is we're cutting around the pellet shooter, if you know what I mean. Now what we're doing is we're just cutting all the way around it, and then eventually we'll use this cut to pull out the guts. So then on to step number 2. What we're doing here is we're cutting out the nursing sac, and the key is to just cut under the nursing sac, but not get all the way down to the gut, because if you cut the gut, you got a mess. And now on to step number 3. What we're doing here is cutting from the belly up to the sternum bone. Now as you guys can see, I'm slipping my knife in between my fingers this way. My fingers sort of protect the tip of my blade from slipping through the gut. Now obviously you want to avoid the gut, because if you cut it, it's going to make a mess. Now here's an example for you guys of a good cut. And then here's a different deer who ended up messing up the cut and poking through the gut. As you guys can see, it was kind of a mess. Now on to step number 4. What we're going to be doing for this step is cutting the diaphragm of the deer. Now, as you guys can see, I'm starting to stick my knife in very carefully, again, because you can't see it. You kind of got to feel where your knife's at to avoid your hands. But what I'm doing is there's basically a wall running vertically along the deer. It kind of separates the guts from the heart. So what I'm doing is cutting around that wall, and then I'm able to reach way up in there for the next step. And moving on to the final step, what I'm doing, you guys can see, I'm reaching way up in this deer and sort of feeling my way to that esophagus. It feels like basically a big straw. I'd call it like the diameter of a quarter. So what I'm doing is I'm reaching way up in there, again, watching my hands, but sort of taking my time, and all you got to do is just cut that cord. Once you get that cut, all the guts should pull right out. So you guys can see I'm starting to pull all the guts out, and this is why we made the cut around the pellet shooter. What this is going to do is allow us to just pull everything out. Now, there's a few pieces of fat that are attached to the deer still. You just got to kind of pull it through like you see. Basically, all I'm doing here is pulling the guts out. And yeah, it does take a little force in some spots, as you guys can see. But by cutting around the pellet shooter, it's basically going to make things slide out a whole lot easier. Alright, and that's how it's done, you guys. We got the doe gutted, and now all that's left is to just hang it up in your garage or take it to a butcher, whatever you guys decide to do with it. And if you guys enjoyed, let me know down in the comments. We really enjoy doing this type video. Like I said, we're going to be moving more towards hunting. This is sort of the first steps. We've been doing a lot of fishing, so this is sort of shifting gears towards hunting. This is sort of the first really deer hunting video we've done. So if you guys want to see more, let me know down below in the comments if there's any other hunting videos you guys want to see, whether it be geese, duck, squirrel, rabbit hunting, whatever you guys want to see. Let me know down in the comments. I'm curious to see what you guys want to see. So yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed, again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk to you all later. Peace out.